The most anticipated earnings releases for the week of March 31st, 2025. Presented by Earnings Whispers. It is a light week for earnings with just about 100 set to report, but 3/4 of them will report on Monday so they can squeeze them in before the end of the month. At the top of the list of those reporting on Monday is PVH, which has seen sentiment fall rapidly during the quarter to its lowest level since 2022, while short interest is already hovering near a multi-year high. There haven't been many data points suggesting that is going to change anytime soon. Gorillatechnology will also report after the close on Monday, which has had a strong move since November and is now consolidating. The move is less about earnings and rather about its string of contracts it has won around the world, and the company just now has analysts providing estimates. nCino tops the list on Tuesday, with the stock recently hitting new lows. The company provides technology to community banks, which have taken it on the chin so far in 2025. If that is reflective of troubles at the banks, then don't expect them to spend more on IT. Perhaps that's why short interest is at an all-time high. Investors are more interested in Avaction, which reports before the open, than they are Sportsman's Warehouse, which reports after the close. But we have little on this penny stock. As I've been saying for a while now, this is not your grandfather's BlackBerry. And now it is a leader in automotive software and IoT. That makes it a secular growth story again, at least as long as IoT budgets hold and once people start buying new cars again. BlackBerry reports before the open on Wednesday. Last quarter, RH, the company formerly known as Restoration Hardware, missed expectations but guided revenue positively, so it has a green arrow on the chart. But the results received an earnings whisper grade of F, and the stock gapped at what proved to be a high and a false breakout above 400. Now the stock is down more than 45%. Sentiment, however, remains positive against an industry that has been posting weak results. RH reports after the close on Wednesday. Conagra tops the list on Thursday and reports before the open. The company was struggling while consumers opted to eat away from home. And then, once they started tightening their budgets, the GLP-1 started eating away at demand for the highest margin foods. Now the risk of added costs to change the ingredients in the foods are a concern. But on the positive side, there is less of that in the frozen foods where Conagra dominates. Guess will report after the close on Thursday as the stock hovers above a multi-year low. It has been in a straight line since it traded at a multi-year high just a year ago. Concerns about a slowing consumer are adding to what are already soft data checks. This has taken investor sentiment down to more than a decade low. In a market that is mostly seeing weak results from companies, perhaps the biggest positive is that Friday will be absent of any earnings releases. So you will have to focus on more trivial things such as the March job report. Despite it being a light week for earnings, we are still able to fill up our chart of the biggest likely earnings moves. Most have relatively elevated implied moves, as you might expect with overall volatility increasing. Finally, as we look out at the calendar for April and into early May, we are starting to get a good look at earnings season. As is usual at this point, there are key names such as Tesla, Microsoft, Palantir, Meta, and Apple, which haven't scheduled earnings yet, so they are left off this calendar. Tesla and Meta should tell us this week when they will report.
Shh.